What's up, guys? It's your boy Anger Management today, and today's video of UFC is going to be about ranked championships and not Ultimate Team. We've been doing a lot of Ultimate Team, but I think it's time to focus on ranked championships because last night's fight night event, Glover Teixeira and Rashad Evans, it inspired me to make this video really, because there was a dude that fought in that card last night who is pretty much this video is going to be about, who pretty much after watching that, I got on ranked championships on this game, and I started beasting people with them, and I had to make this video. So, without further ado, this video is going to be about ranked championships, okay? So, this year's title in UFC 2, like we all know, there's a lot more fighters in this, in the roster than there was in the last title. So it can get a little overwhelming if you're in ranked championships coming back and trying to start where you left off, because it might not work that way. Because if you're a returning guy from the last title and you had your own little group of dudes, or you had like a group, one dude that you primarily use on ranked championships, he might be different in this year's title because they did a lot of tweaking and fixing and stuff like that on terms of returning fighters in the roster. So it can get a little tricky, it can get a little overwhelming. Things have changed a bit. So, but I'm here to help you with that, guys. I think I found a dude who, in terms of all around aspects of the fight game, he can get it done. Whether it's stand up with his hands, and then whether it's, clinching and takedowns and all that, man, this guy can do it all. So without further ado, I mean, before actually I start, I've been using this guy since pretty much the beginning. As you can see, our weight class distribution right there on the bottom left, like lightweight 86%, pretty much. That's all I do is with this lightweight dude. That's all I use is this one lightweight fighter at that division. And it's pretty much what's given me that 31-11 record. And then we are in Division 3. So who is this dude? Well, let's see who it is. In lightweight division, we got Khabib Nurmagomedov. This guy, I'm telling you, I don't know why not a lot of people still to this day know about him. Maybe after yesterday when he fought, he had a great. I mean, this guy. I mean, I'm gonna post a link of his like fight or post-fight highlight of last night slash highlights of this dude in general, because like this dude is a beast, okay? And he was in the last UFC game, and I don't think they got him quite right in that game, and I didn't really use him. I used him a bit, and I was a fan because I was seeing some videos from him, and yeah, this guy's crazy, but they got him right in this game, okay? There's still some savages in this division, however, and you're mostly gonna run into this guy right here, and Anthony Pettis, Dos Anjos, Anthony Pettis, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor, some Benson Henderson. Look, guys, Khabib Nurmagomedov, like if you're looking at the stand-up compared to these two, like, whoa, what are you thinking there, bud? Khabib's got a really underrated stand-up, I think, in this game. And there's like, I know there's people who play ranked, they have their own style of stand-up, but like obviously I have mine, and it works beautifully with an 87 overall stand-up, character with Khabib. I'd be able to knock out guys like Anthony Pettis with like a 90 plus stand up. This guy with a 95 stand up. But you still got to keep in mind Dos Anjos and Pettis, and even Diaz can give you headaches, and you still got to be careful. But nevertheless, Nurmagomedov, if used right, and I'll show you in gameplay in this video a little bit later, Khabib can get it done, bro. And like his stand-up stats aren't that great compared to Dos Anjos and especially Pettis, but when we come to the clinch, ground, and health, especially that stamina, wow, it's a beast. Okay, like I'm gonna do a little stat comparison for you, in terms of clinch and ground and all that. The stand-up, it is what it is on paper, but I'll show you. Clinch grappling rating is pretty beast for Khabib, 94. Dos Anjos has 94 as well, and then Pettis has 83. Clinch power, Khabib has 76. Dos Anjos has 78. Pettis has 70. Clinch throws, Khabib 80. Dos Anjos 78 and Pettis 70. Takedown defense, oh man, Khabib 97 takedown defense. Good luck trying to take him down. Dos Anjos 92, Pettis 89. Takedown rating, Khabib 84, Dos Anjos 81, Pettis 77. Top game, this is where it gets silly. Top game rating 98 for Khabib, 89 for Dos Anjos, and 88 for Pettis. And then the ground and pound, 77 for Khabib, 76 for Dos Anjos, and 78 for Pettis. Ground defense, 90 for Khabib, 86 for Dos Anjos, and a surprising 95 for Pettis. Ground defense. Okay, so Khabib, when it comes to takedowns and ground and pound and all that stuff, and even his submission is not that bad. Choke submission 93, joint submission 92, and his submission defense for both choke and joint are pretty solid, 94 apiece. So yeah, this guy's a beast. Okay, this guy is a beast, and we're gonna get into some gameplay. All right, and I will show you how it's done with Khabib, the Eagle Nurmagomedov, and I just murked that last name. I'm sorry. All right, so of course we draw Anthony Pettis, one of the guys we were talking about just now. So what most guys tend to do with Anthony Pettis, I mean, the dumb ones, the dumb people online, and there's some still in Division 3. They're gonna freaking do all these fancy pants kicks, do all these moves, all these punches, and they're gonna destroy their stamina, and and it just sets them up to get knocked out. Okay, you need to be somewhat aware of what they're doing, but at the same time, like, even if you defend just by holding R1, R2, or whatever, you can still catch them with that stamina. And see, like right there, I take that one of those fancy pants kicks. And we got to be mindful of that. Really, Anthony Pettis is the most dangerous when he's in stand-up. When when I reviewed his stats earlier, you know, his clinching and takedown defense compared to him and Dos Anjos is pretty much, you know, the least of the worst of the three. But again, Pettis, he creates a whole lot of headaches in the stand-up game. When he gets near a cage, this guy does some crazy crap. That time he able to parry that, but we eat one of those. This guy's able to follow up with a bunch of kicks after he does something crazy like that breakdancing kick. This guy can still come up with like just a basic head kick. Now, this opponent right here, my opponent right here who's using Pettis, he's not really smart with his stamina. Right there, boom. When you see a man do that to his stamina, and your stamina is looking like what mine is, bruh, that's what you get. This is what you get. A quick knockout in a matter of seconds. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Dang. Alright, let's see who Khabib can get next here after we take care of Anthony Pettis on this primarily in the stand-up game. And keep in mind, Khabib only has a 87 stand-up rating, nowhere near as flashy and stuff as Pettis on paper and really in the game. But we handled our biz, and we get Nate Diaz next. This is gonna be a good one. Nate Diaz, on top of Dos Anjos and Pettis, you're gonna see a decent amount of Nate Diaz in lightweight division, I think. Primarily because, wait for it, look at that reach. Dang. How are we gonna overcome that reach, fellas? And one thing with Nate, with that reach, and he's got really good punch speed, not really that great of power, but that punch speed and the perks he has to keep him going, marathoner, and a couple of, I think, other perks to do with, you know, punching and stuff like that, and regenerating his health. But this Diaz comes out doing exactly what Diaz's do, and he gets smacked for it. And now look at this. This is where the beauty of Nurmagomedov comes out to counter these guys who keep coming in your face. You just slam him to the ground. It's beautiful. And you put him in the crucifix. Now on top of that, Nurmagomedov off his back, he ain't too bad. He's got like a 70 off the back rating, but his ground defense is a 90. And his sub defense, as you can see, amongst one of the best jiu-jitsu artists in that division, Nate Diaz, defends that submission beautifully, even though the guy has no stamina. It makes sense why he would still throw it. And he's in the full mount doing this, but he's got no stamina. It has no effect pretty much. So we'll get back standing with this guy. Try to be weary of that 7-6 reach. You have to be, especially if you got 6'4". But really, I gotta tell you something with Nurmagomedov's stance in this game. It's wild. I mean, it's hard to read. Like if you take a close look at it, he almost has his hands down, and it's hard to read where his punches are coming from, especially when you're throwing those quick straights like right here. Wow. Okay. Now, another thing is, see that kick he just threw and missed, and look how I follow it up with. It's automatic with Khabib right there, okay? That's what you got to do. Now, see, it's a two-way street because I do the exact same thing right there that Nick just did. I threw that flying knee, and it's a two-way street, so you got to be careful. Alright, I come out taunting this man, and I pay the price for it. Okay. And now this guy does something really stupid. He knows that Nate Diaz can do what he do with the stand-up, but he drains his stamina a little bit too much, and look what happens to him. You gotta be. It's all about awareness in this game, and it's all about how you preserve your tank of stamina. And we just take him advantage on the ground game. All right, we're continuing the stand-up war. Oh, Nurmagomedov getting caught, but again, he does the same thing. He drains Diaz's stamina a little bit too much, and he gets rocked, taken down, and he's trying to get up, but you know what? Khabib, when he's on top of you, look at that. Good luck, buddy. This is pretty much the beginning of the end right here for Nate Diaz. Just a couple of shots is all it's going to take, and it's done. That was unnecessary, that last shot right there. So, guys, that's Khabib for you. Alright guys, I hope that was pretty helpful for anyone out there in UFC 2 ranked championships who's trying to find that one fighter to lock down and beast people with. If you end up seeing this and end up using this character, please come back to this video, hit the comment section up and tell me how it goes, or hit me up on my Twitter. The link of my Twitter in the description below. Hit me up on my Twitch link description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Anger Management. I hope you have a nice day, and I'm out.